Divine greetings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, the seekers and sojourners of truth, the 144, chosen of the chosen few. You all know who you are. Greet you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am Celestial Earth in this beautiful divine energy essence of it all, reporting to you live from nowhere other than dimension number 5. Welcome, welcome, welcome on in. As usual, I'm bringing you the news to infuse, if you so choose, to infuse with that light. I haven't said this in a while, but remember, if you refuse, be prepared to be fried on the grid, right? And happy new moon in Libra. Hey, shout out to all the Libras. I know we're at the end of the Libra month, closing out Libra season, but you know, in true Libra fashion, it's never an end. You know, we dominate the entire month. We'll dominate the entire year if we choose to. It'll be Libra Day every day. So happy solar return to all the Libras during this time. And as I mentioned in the live video, it's never really that much about your sun sign as you think. So get to know your cosmic blueprint. Get to know your nativity scene, which is your natal chart, so you can know who you really are up in the stars. Ashe. With that said, let's get into it about the cosmic messenger. This is the new moon in Libra, but I want to want to make this a conjunction, if you will, with the cosmic messenger, because this is our cosmic incline. This is a great cosmic event into the cosmos of our minds, Ashe. And we're definitely moving through the dimensions in our mind, through the dimensional lines, through our energy centers, right? Our chakras, which are the doorways into our consciousness. And with that said, today is a heart crown chakra day. It's a heart day because we're on the new moon. We're right smack in the middle, 3 days before, 3 days after. And on the moon day itself is always usually the heart, whether it's the full moon or the new moon. So by the new moon activity, it is a heart chakra day. According to the calendar, today is a crown chakra day. It is the beginning of the week. If you look at your calendar, you'll see it begins with Tuesday as the crown chakra day. So heart crown. And it's very pivotal, if you will, or it speaks into the heart of the message as we speak of heart chakra day, because this new moon is about matters of the heart. This is about the heart expansion, which is what we're moving towards, which is what the cosmic messenger is carrying us through and into. Heart expansion, one mind consciousness, deeper into the north node of Pisces, which is that heart expansion into the spiritual house, into the newt, and through the primordial waters of time and space, reality, Ashe, as the messenger brings these primordial waters and disperses the mass of gas into our atmosphere, into our galactic atmosphere, into our earthly atmosphere, into our bodily atmospheres. However you want to look at it, is amplifying the cosmic field, the auric field. From the inside out, we are channeling through these frequencies. And so this is an important time in understanding the cosmic messenger. Now, I had another message about the cosmic messenger, but I wanted to take this time to bridge it, if you will, to the new moon, to kind of infuse it with what's happening with the new moon, because these cosmic events play a major role in our inclination, in our cosmic design, and especially with our cosmic messenger, as known as the 3-eye atlas, which really picked up its presence after the eclipse, after the solar and lunar eclipse that we had in September. after that, it picked up its presence and began to enter into our field of resonance, if you will, and then begin to come into close proximity with Mars first in October. And so there are these cosmic alignments that are happening. Ashe, see the wind is swaying away with me. I love sitting out in nature and just getting the information even more with 2D consciousness. So we have this moon that is bringing in this new moon in Libra, which we are now in alignment with the sun. It is when the sun and moon are in alignment, so I call it kiss and make up. So in the full moon, they're in opposition, they're finding the balance, and then they come together and they bring that into harmony. They bring the inner world into alignment with the outer world, which the moon represents the inner world, your emotions, your feelings, and the sun represents the outer world, the external experiences and things that are being brought into the outer world. So at this time, we have this alignment within Libra. So whatever has been coming up, if you even look at what has happened in the past 2 weeks, whatever is happening from the full moon perspective 2 weeks ago into now into the new moon, it's bringing those oppositions that were being highlighted by the cosmic spotlight of the full moon, bringing that now into alignment. What were those issues that were coming up for you? And now it's asking for law and order, right? Libra, it's asking for balance, it's asking for harmony and justice by the order of natural law, natural spiritual laws, not man's laws of justice, but true justice, true balance, weighing the heart, ma'at, Libra, which is ma'at, and weighing the heart on the scale with the feather. So this is a lot of what was being brought in. And as I did a live earlier today, for those who were a part of that I was just in meditation, and that was a channeled message that was coming through at that time. So with that, you know that I spoke about, you know, the fluorite being the crystal right now that could really help bring us through. So if you weren't there, I definitely want to still mention that. The green, the fluorite is good for your upper chakras, from the heart all the way up. So from the heart into the crown, being that today is a heart crown day, this is really ideal in magnifying that, bringing the understanding into insight, into intuition, and into divine wisdom, ultimately into that connectivity into the crown. So I wanted to definitely share that this may be the crystal to work with during this heart expansion time, as we are also in heart chakra season. So this is really matters of the heart and finding balance within the heart, weighing the heart. What are the intentions? What is our integrity? And things like that. And with that, I also pulled 2 cards. I spoke actually 4 cards jumped out, and I spoke on 2 of them, and there were 2 more that I wanted to express. So I'm going to share that a little bit later. Let me get into the message of what we're getting with this new moon energy, right? So with this new moon, it's matters of the heart, and just days before the perihelion. The perihelion is, or helion, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is on the 29th, when our cosmic messenger, known as 3-Eye Atlas, will be our third eye, you know, Atlas will be on it. There will be a straight line, like an alignment with the messenger, the sun, and the earth in a straight line. And it would be the messenger and the earth will be on the opposite ends, and in the middle will be the sun. And the sun, you know, as it's it would be in opposition. The messenger would be in opposition on the opposite ends, on opposition to earth, and the sun will be in the middle. and so we won't be able to see it. That's why it's out of sight right now. It's already, I believe, out of sight. As they've been saying, we can't see it because it's gone behind the glare of the sun. So you won't be able to see it until it comes back from out of the glare of the sun, as it's moving towards Venus, and then more further on to align with Jupiter. So right now on the 29th is when it's going to be closest to the sun during this perihelion, and there's going to be this exchange, like there's this magnificent exchange of information between the sun and our cosmic messenger that is passing through. It's really being activated. There's definitely an exchange of information as it's letting off information in our entire solar system, and as the sun is a server and it's always giving information, it's going to be an exchange of this information, definitely making it more potent for the solar flares, solar winds, the frequencies, the plus and the minuses, which are the negative and positives, which are the masculine and feminine energies, known as the receptive and creative activity, which is the mobility of our one mind consciousness. It moves through this harmony of duality. Ashe. So with that, with no further ado, let me get into this information. Before I go any further, let me remind us 5D calendars are still available. Get them at a 5D corner near you. We have, I mentioned this in the live, I'm going to mention it again. We have a workshop coming up. This is going to be very helpful with us balancing and centering ourselves in these energies and frequencies. A 3-day root chakra workshop that is coming up. Look out for it. I'm also going to post it either tonight or tomorrow. You may see it. 3-day root chakra workshop that is going to be focusing specifically on the root as the doorway into our consciousness in regards to our very physical body. It is going to help us transmute all fears, as fear is the #1 block of the root. It's going to help us start to transmute these fears, and it's going to work with emotional processing, which we are also being asked to process unhealed emotions. So emotional processing through identity, incubate, and integrate. Those are the 3 steps that we'll be taking and breaking down over the 3 days with the root chakra. So it's going to be very in-depth in those who are needing to activate their root, understand their root, transmute fears in the root, all of that. And that will be this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which will be, we will actually begin on a root heart day, right? And we'll speak more about that. Or you can look at the live video for more explanation about that. Also, tomorrow is an update, an update reflective meetup for star seeds. Those of you who have been here before or not, whether you've been in a workshop or not, whether you're in one of the WhatsApp groups or not, it's free. It's free, open to all who want to tap in and get more information of what has been happening in the past month, specifically, as I mentioned, with after the eclipse, and with our cosmic messenger 3i Atlas. We'll have a Q&A where you'll be able to, of course, ask some questions, and we'll have a soul tribe link up, so to speak, of being able to have the opportunity to find your tribe and be able to connect in groups of 3 or maybe even more. So we definitely want to begin this process, as we after the Halls of Amenti, we agreed to meet once a month. So this is our first one for the month of October, or the month of Ma'at, as we're closing out this Libra season. So definitely get involved with that, because the update is where you're going to get a lot of information on what has happened for the month and what is up and coming for the next month. Ashe. So look out for that. With that, let's go right into what this new moon is bringing. I want to give you some information about the aspects, and then just how all this relates to our cosmic messenger. Keep in mind, the cosmic messenger is in the midst of all of this, right? Look at my third eye shirt, my crown shirt that I'm wearing, but it's really the eye, you know. So do you see what I see? 3I from 3D to 5D. Ashe. So come on in, let's wake it on up. So let me go ahead and give what this download was, and then we'll go into some more. So as we're all in the heart crown chakra day alignment with the new moon, and within the heart chakra season, we're all being guided deeper into the heart expansion of one mind consciousness to carry matters of the heart, right? Carry these matters of the heart through understanding as the higher heart. This is working with our higher heart. Understanding and authenticity is when we're in our higher heart, right? So through understanding into the upper realms of the higher self to the crown. So we're being carried from the heart into the crown. We're being pulled. It's almost like I feel like we're being lifted from the heart into the crown. So get lifted and get gifted. Ashe. So upper spheres of the higher self into the crown as the gateway to the ethers. For those who don't know, this is our gateway. This is our cosmic connection. This is our cosmic body. So we're bringing our heart and understanding into our cosmic body, which is only helping us to be more connected with our cosmic messenger, right? For total connectivity to all there is in the universe and earth, because as above, so below. Show me what I need to know. So this harmony and balance between the heart and the crown allows for apparent challenges to be evolved, to be in the unity love frequency and transcend total connectivity, right? Total connectivity of one mind consciousness, to be infused with all consciousness as one. So this heart crown harmony is definitely helping us, because it's allowing us to push through challenges, struggles, these apparent challenges, to be in harmony in the heart, right? And bring that harmony of the heart into total connectivity. When you unify, when you're in the unified frequency, unity, and in the love frequency, it is a unifying agent. It is a stabilizer. It stabilizes you within the love frequency so that you can be in total connectivity with all that is of one mind consciousness. So whether it is opposite to you, whether it feels, this is to do away with duality, with the illusion of separation in duality. Let me put it that way, because there is a duality, there is a harmony of duality, which is the one. It is still the one. This is helping us to, in the matters of the heart, bring into a unifying agent, bring into unity what appears to be in opposition into harmony. Ashe? And then be able, when you have that harmony, you're able to bring that into total connectivity, into the crown, into being connected in the cosmic body. We cannot connect with the ethers. We cannot be one with one mind consciousness and still carry feelings of separation, regardless of what it is. So we're finding unity in our adversities, in our challenges, and find that that is an illusion, right? So this is a maturing. So this is a maturation. It's a maturation step in the ascension process that registers our expanded consciousness into cosmic citizenship. Again, we're getting our cosmic passports, but we have to take these steps, or I should say, and we must take these steps to be in unity, to be in right standing and right living in harmony with the ethers, with earth, with everything that is living in the earth, with all life force vitality. Nothing is opposite from us, even the challenges that you see, even the demiurge. It is really all a part of the simulation that is teaching us to know the difference. It's allowing us to exercise wisdom. And when you see that, you don't see opposition, you see harmony within said opposition, right? So this is how we get online with our cosmic citizenship. as the cosmic messenger, supports our journey and sets for its closest position to our sun days after, right? Just days later on the 29th in a perihelion with a direct straight alignment that is with the sun, as I mentioned, in opposition to the earth on the opposite end of the alignment with the sun in the middle. So just days later after this, so you can kind of look at this new moon as a prelude to the perihelion. It's prepping us to be prepared for when it comes really close to that sun and there's this exchange of energy, and you can bet there's going to be some solar winds, some solar flares that are correlating and pertaining and carrying out further messages from there and into where we are, right? So this, whatever's happening with this new moon, this particular cosmic event is giving us a chance to be seeded, right? To seed and manifest the right tones, the right things, to be in at-one-ment and atonement with what is important to us. What are the things that we need to shed in order to have a true manifestation of what is new, right? And this is what we would have been working on in the last moon phase, right? From the full moon release, whatever needed to be released from the last full moon, within that phase between the full moon till now, we should have clarity, a little bit of clarity on what we're releasing and what we're letting go. And then in this newness, right, this is a new moon at 10 degrees, and I'm going to speak about that too. So let me get right into it. Let me jump into the moon, so that we understand that this is definitely helping us with the messages that we are transmitting, transcending, that is passing through us as conduits of light and energy. And so when we have a process and clear channels, we can process more. Ashe? So with that, let's see what's going on. Let's talk about it. What's going on? So with the new moon alignment, this is like kind of just looking at the aspects and so forth. So with the new moon alignment at sun and moon in Libra, it brings the inner world of emotions, as I said earlier, into alignment with the outer world of experiences in the house of Libra, and Ma'at, seeking or bringing balance through the harmony of the heart as it's weighed against the feather. So how we're weighing the heart, how things are showing up. What are the intentions of integrity within the natural spiritual laws of justice when faced with these external experiences? What is happening with our intentions and our integrity, right? This says a lot, because what's being asked of us is we're really looking at the harmony, the coherency of awareness with execution. Awareness being what we know in our true heart vibrations on the heart, and execution being within the brain, heart, brain coherency, within the brain or within the mind of how we are actually executing what is on the heart. So it's not enough just to know what are our intentions, what is the integrity that we exude while we are facing any external experiences, these apparent challenges that we are here to harmonize, right? Knowing now with this new moon is at 28 degrees, which is a 10. 8 and 2 is 10, right? That makes a triple 10 code for this month, for the universal month, which when I say universal month, I mean the month plus the year. So the 9 universal year plus the month of 10, which you only count, you don't count 10, you count 1, because the digit is 1. So 9 and that 1 is 10, therefore it's a universal month of 10, while the moon is at 10 degrees, the sun is at 10, it's at 28 and 28 degrees, which is 10 and 10. So it's like a triple code of 10, right? Trinity, creative completion of the new beginnings. So this is definitely a new beginnings. This 10 is carrying out a code of the new beginnings, as this is the first the first new moon count off, right? The first new moon after the solar eclipse. Let me say it that way. It's the first new moon after the solar eclipse. And this month begins the 1, 2, 3 count off of this bifurcation split in the ascension process over the remaining 6 months in this ecliptic season. So it is really highlighting new beginnings. It's highlighting the first month in the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 set go. And I'll do a video speaking more about that coming right up. That has to do with this cosmic messenger and how I came into understanding the presence of the cosmic messenger before anyone was even talking about 3-eye atlas. Before I knew anything about it, I was being guided to this count off, this 1, 2, 3 count off according to numerology and what is being shown after the eclipse and what is happening within the ecliptic season, within that the next 6 months from the last eclipse, which will be in March. So this is everything to do with that. Remember, the messenger is traveling along our ecliptic path, so it is very much intrinsic. Ashe. So now with the aspects, just to throw some stuff at you about the aspects, what do we have? We're looking at Mars in conjunct with Mercury. This is happening right now during this moon. So we have Mars conjunct in Mercury, and with this, our thoughts are more like assertively expressive, right? This is an opportunity to put thoughts into action. That's what that Mercury Mars energy gives us. Expression, communication. That's Mercury. Mars takes initiation, and if we have a mature Mars, those of us who have been doing the work with Mars, it is not about war. It is not about aggression. It is about being assertive in your expression, meaning stand in your truth, in your authentic authority, in your soul sovereignty. This conjunction is helping to accentuate that. Gotta love me some Mercury and Mars in Scorpio. So really within the deep thoughts, in the deep emotions of it, because you know Scorpio is emotional, right? And I want to mention how Mercury, we haven't really heard much about Mercury, and I want to kind of, it's like Mercury has been the silent communicator throughout this messenger. As the messenger, the cosmic messenger has been coming through and becoming more pronounced, I've noticed there was been less talk of Mercury, although Mercury is very present. Mercury is very has been in the same house with Mars, but there has for some reason been less talk of it. And as I've asked, Spirit has been shown to me, because it's like the silent E right now. It's the silent communicator that's not really that silent. If you notice, the silent E in words are not really that silent, because when the E is there, the vowels make a different sound, if you get what I'm saying. All right, so for example, the word kite, kit, without E, it's kit. But when you put that silent E on the end, you have kite. So the vowel takes a different sound in the middle, right? So kind of look at it like that. When we have this silent messenger, Mercury, which is always our messenger, is kind of on the silent right now, while we're all talking about the other planets that it passes through and by. That silent messenger is actually, with its existence and where it is, being in Mercury, is creating a different sound, a different vibration as the messenger passes through. As the messenger is in the middle, as the sun is in the middle, it's giving us a different vibration. And the main messenger, the cosmic messenger, is carrying the bulk of it. It's like that's the vowel in the middle. So it appears that Mercury is a little silent, but it's not. And it is in the house of Scorpio, and it's making its sounds right where it needs to be in Scorpio, which is allowing us to have these expressions that are coming from the depth, that's helping us to really take us deep in our expressions, in our travels, in our inner world, carrying us deep into seeing what needs to be addressed, even whether from in this lifetime and as deep as past lives, bringing that into play. in our communication. So don't count Mercury out, right? So what else we have here is the sun square with Pluto. Remember, the sun and the moon are aligned, so both the sun and the moon are squared with Pluto. And remember, the square up is just giving us a chance, the do-si-do, giving us a chance to face some things that we need to face. And this is a I would call it like a quarter square. So it's not opposition, it's on what I would call the T-square. So what happens is, with the sun being our outer world, with the square to Pluto, what's happening is just the light is shining on deeper issues, because Pluto is revelation. So it's the light is shining on deeper issues and potential conflicts surrounding renewal and healing. So there may be some conflicts, but it's all for the better. It's for renewal, it's for healing, it's being brought into our outer world because the light is shining on it. Struggles can like lead into personal empowerment or devolve into the difficulties. Like, we can unravel, we can deeper devolve. So those struggles can either do two things. It'll either bring us into personal empowerment, which is what Pluto is about, personal power, or it can just devolve into the chaos and the difficulties of what's happening. Now, the